Hello, and welcome to another Flazzerty stream here on my single player world. That was almost perfect. Do you think after so many episodes I'm actually getting quite good at this? Episodes? Streams. I know what I mean. Anyway, you might notice on the floor some fallen leaves, and that's because it's autumn. And you know what that means? I've got the autumn pack on, and I've just pressed a button that should not be doing that. Oh, okay. That's better. Look, the trees are all nice colours. Yes, we like autumn. I love it. I really like doing this when it comes to autumn. Oh. Well, that's different. Kind of blending with the roof now. Oh, actually, what do the hanging vines look like? Oh, it's got all the colours of autumn in them, I guess. See where I ran out to different ones. Hi, Xavier. Hi, Marks. Do you know what? I think they'll grow on me because, come on, it's autumn. Not all the leaves turn to reds and yellow straight away, so I'm going to live with it because I like autumn so much. The leaves look depressing. No, they don't. They look full of colour. That last little effort of beautiful colours before winter sets in. Okay, so going back to this camera. This is what I'm going to be working on today. Going to try and make this look a bit more pleasing to the eye. And I've got an idea. I've been looking. I've got an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go. The season of rot. Oh, wow. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Not the way I look at it, but, you know, each to their own. I like it. You know, there's the nights are drawing in. Things are getting cozier. It's not sweltering hot all the time. Pumpkins, Halloween, bonfires. Oh, all the good stuff happens in autumn. Right. I am going to need stone. Plenty of stone. All the stone. Let's see how much stone we've got. The biggest advantage is no mosquitoes and still warm enough for walks. Oh, I love an autumn walk. Kicking all the leaves on the ground. Don't really have a problem with mosquitoes where I am though, so that's a bonus all year round. Okay, we've got some stone. More stone. A couple of bits of andesite. Any stone in here? No. May have to cook up some stone. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look if we've got any cobblestone that we can just... No. Well, we've got this. Let's smelt that up. I'm going to try something that's completely different to that. Because it's a cliff by the sea, so it's going to have eroded a lot more than one that's just been hit by weather. Let's split these up a bit so they go a bit quicker. Okay, not what I wanted to do, but it gets the point across. Okay, you in there. You in there. So my daughter, who I've gone trick-or-treating every year since birth, informs me that she just wants to go with her friends this year. So that's a bit upsetting. Because it's an excuse for me to dress up and join in the fun. Whereas if I just go around as a middle-aged man on my own, questions might be asked. Like, why are you out on the streets dressed like that on your own? Weirdo. Especially if I go knocking people's doors as well. So what I might do is dress up anyway. So when I open the door to all the children coming for all their trick-or-treats, they'll be amazed by this guy who's dressed up as well. It's not many people do that around where I live. But I might do that. It's just an excuse to dress up, but still. Well, that's what Halloween's for. Previously, my daughter has gone as a zombified school child or like a witch. You know, you're normal. But, yeah, this year, she's been watching a lot of Vampire Diaries with her mom. So, she's kind of upping the ante and wanting a corset and things like that. No. What happened to my little girl? There is something stopping me using a cape every day, and that is me. I'm stopping me from doing that. Excuse me, I'm just drinking my chai latte. I normally have one before the stream, but I didn't manage to finish it. So if you hear slurping noises, I do apologise. Right. I mean, I could just let this go while I carry on. Oh, no. They're near enough done. We'll just collect them all then. Oh, did I collect on early? No. Clicked it on time. Right on time. There we go. Lovely jubbly. And a golden carrot. I love how the animation makes it look like you're actually biting and taking chunks out of whatever you're eating. Just those little things make me smile. Righty-ho. So, how am I going to do? I'm going to need a boat because I'm going to be coming to and from it a lot, I think. Where's me boat? Here's me boat. Or one of the several boats I have around this bit of land. Right. I'm thinking that a cave should go, well, cave entrance should go about there. I think that could look quite cool. So let's just take out some bits just to give the impression of where the cave entrance is going to be. Take those, we'll need those. Oh, why is going backwards in a boat so slow? Okay. Cave there. So I think I'm going to need dirt on me. I do. I'm going to bring out the top a little bit further and the dirt down a bit. So it looks like it's eroded away slightly. kind of just making this up in my head, obviously. But I've been looking at a lot of real life cliffs. And they kind of have a slight overhang sometimes. I feel. I mean, this is organic building. It may change. It's just to, I don't know, see if I can get a feel for it. I'm not imagining it's going to be perfect. I'm not imagining I'm going to be happy with it, but let's give it a go and see what happens. And we're going 2 deep to begin with, but it might end up being 3 deep in places. How's that looking? Oh, I'm liking that. So maybe do that in a few places, maybe bring it out a little bit further in places. Hey Spud, how you doing? Yes, I did do a stream with Create the other day. Well, it was hard. But fun. I really didn't know what I was doing. I did and ah about watching some tutorials to begin with. But I thought it might be more fun just to try and work it out. There is a guy on there on the server that has a lot of Create videos, and he really likes Create. So he managed to come and give me a hand on certain things that I was having issues with, but he didn't take over, which was good. He kind of let me try and figure stuff out. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And they're a great bunch of guys. They're very patient with me. So that's going to be a regular thing now on a Thursday. I can't reach that. I don't want to. I've got no. Oh, that'll do. I'll use those. But I may have taken on too big of a task to begin with. But I've got a project and I want to see if I can get it to work. And I think it helps to have a project. You know what I mean? Oh, speak of the devil. Hello, Albany. Yeah, I think just trying to figure things out and not have an idea of what it is you want to do is quite difficult. If you've got a project to work towards, this is what I want to accomplish, then you've got, how do I accomplish this? There's death somewhere. Definitely try to tune in when I can then. Create is definitely a tricky mod. Yeah, really tricky. But at the same time, it's quite intuitive. I think it works well with Minecraft. Or at least how they've done the mod does. It's not stupidly overpowered. For instance, I needed some obsidian. So I went to do the normal way of doing it for Minecraft. When I got told that the drill can actually mine obsidian and you don't need diamonds, it's great. Okay, then let's get a drill, which I already kind of had one, but I had to borrow it back. And I was like, oh well, I'll just use a hand crank. Wow, my hunger dropped so fast. No, you can't just use a hand crank. You have to use power to do it. So then I found, I moved my water wheel to do it, in which case then, of course, it takes forever. So, yeah, you can do it without a diamond pickaxe, but it's going to cost you in other ways. And I liked that. Because a lot of the mods that I see, it's, okay, like, I think there's one where you can make an iron farm by just capturing a villager in a glass bottle and sticking a zombie in the same glass bottle, and then you've got an iron farm, and it takes 2 seconds. And I think that's really overpowered. So kind of takes something away from the game, but Create doesn't. It's like, okay, so you want to do it this way, that's fine, but it means you've got to suffer this and you've got to suffer that. So balance it all out, which is quite good. Create seems not that hard once you get it, just hard to stick with it. I guess you could say that about anything. Like, I haven't got my head around redstone, and I see loads of people using redstone all the time, and they can create marvelous things with it. But it's not like I've sat down to try and figure it out. I can bodge it. I can see when a bit of redstone's missing, or, connect two things together. But the big, elaborate things I can't. And I guess that's the same with Create. Always good to have a project. Even if it's just to make another portal, yeah. Okay, some really interesting shapes coming into this cliff. I can do that around there as well. I think we're cooking, but I'm going to need some more dirt. So let's go get some. Let's not get out the... Right. Flazzerty figures out the key controls to a game he's been playing for 6 years. Yeah, that mod with the iron farm is called Villagers Plus. It definitely is a still really nice mod, and the iron farm is probably a bit too easy to get. It does require a zombie head to make. Oh, I mean, you have a glass jar in your hand, walk up to a villager, right click it, and then you can just walk around with... Oh, no, I don't think you even need the glass jar. I think you can right click a villager and walk around with him in your pocket. It just seems ridiculously overpowered. Easy to figure out than redstone, but there's just so much stuff with it. Yeah, it's like when you was getting me to get the drill to move faster off the water wheel. That's, gearing. It's a proper engineer thing. So if you know things like that, then yeah, it's super simple. And if you know the difference between torque and speed and things like that, you'll pick it up really quickly. However, I know none of those things, so it's just as hard. But then with redstone, you put a couple of things together and you think, oh, that should work. Only for it to turn out that no, because of quasi-connectivity. Which I don't think is an actual thing in real life when it comes to electricity. Electricity arcing to make something else work. I need to get underneath here because... Oh, why did I come over here for? I could have just done it. You can tell it's been 2 weeks since I've been here. The leaves really add something to this area. I don't have to. Love the fallen leaves. There is another autumn mod resource pack out there, which makes loads of huge changes. Like all the food becomes Halloween inspired, and beetroot becomes candy corn plants or something. But I just like this one. It's nice and simple, and it's just adds to the ambiance rather than changing loads of things. Excuse me, pig. I'm gonna take all this, and you're gonna fall. There you go. It's like the mod that I use that makes it the occasional pig have tusks. It doesn't take anything away from the game. It doesn't change the pig entirely. You can still see that it's a pig. And I like that. See, if I'm going to make this a cave, all this grass has got to go anyway. So kind of doing myself a favour. You'd like a villager in your pocket. I don't know. It just takes something away from the game. Yeah, villagers are hard work. But the payoff is high. So, okay, it's hard to move villagers into an iron farm. But you're going to have infinite iron. So that's the payoff. Yes, it's really hard to get villagers to give you that exact book that you want at a price you like. But once it's done, it's like that forever. So the payoff is that villagers are frustrating. And that's what makes a balanced game. I mean, if you wanted it easy, just go in create mode. Give yourself a villager spawn egg and then spawn villagers in exactly where you want them to be. This is going to be easier if I just make a little tiny bridge of temporary blocks, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Causing activity isn't electricity. It's also pretty simple. Now, what I mean to say is I don't understand redstone. So if I link, I don't know, a load of pistons up together, and I want it that if you tread on one pressure plate, just that one piston that's connected moves, then that's how I expect it to work. That's just, you know, common sense. Although there's no such thing as common sense, but going by, you know, real world things. But then it doesn't. It does the one next to it. And then you step off the pressure plate and the one that you wanted to move moves back, but that other one stays open. And it's like, why? I don't understand. This makes no sense. So as someone who's really new coming to redstone, it's really hard to get your head around because it doesn't make sense to the real world. Whereas I know redstone's not real, but it's Minecraft's version of electricity, isn't it? But with create, it's like a water wheel turns. It turns the shaft. I can attach things to the shaft. What can I attach to it? Oh, here's a conveyor belt. Can I put that on? Yes, I can. Can I, by attaching it to another shaft that's just, you know, attached to a wall? As the belt moves, it moves the other shafts that's not connected to a water wheel. It makes sense. Well, it does in my head anyway. So I'm not going to say create's going to be easier to learn than redstone. Because, you know, it probably isn't. But for me, it seems a bit more logical. How's that looking? Not sure I like that side as much as that side. What have I done different? Maybe a couple of bits coming off of those. How is it already night? I like that there. As he goes quite what he thinks. Okay, that's a bit more interesting. I like that. I feel that we're getting somewhere with the grassy bit. Hey, Carl. Not a question of difficulty, but tedium. It's just unfun, and that's not why people play games in general. Balance should be fun, but not unfun. I like a challenge. I think challenges are fun. I mean, it's not for everyone. You know, but yeah, people play games for fun, but people have different ideas of what fun is. And that's fine. It's like those, like mystery games. I don't like mystery games. I don't find them fun. I find them tedious, and sometimes the logic behind them is just ridiculous. But there's a massive call for mystery games because there's other people that do like them. And I'm not going to put someone down for liking a game I don't like, or in a game, you know, a type of gameplay. So I love playing survival, and I do videos in survival mode. But I'm not going to put someone else down who only likes creative. Creative's massive, and you can do extraordinarily big, you know, builds that you wouldn't be able to in survival. Well, you might, but it'd take years. So I'm not going to put someone down from not liking a game mechanic. I quite like how villages are. I think it's balanced. And I'm quite looking forward to the fact that you've got to go to different biomes to get different books. I think that's awesome. But I know a lot of people are like, oh no, that's just terrible. We can't do that. Don't know. It all seems to be on a level, doesn't it? I think that's the issue. It's all of a level. Whereas this kind of up and down. It does get a little more complex. Then again, I've never played it for being a main mod without how to make things being changed or graded. We are just playing create. We've got a couple of things on there that are more decorative-y stuff that's create. I'm saying this like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't. It's a pack Albany's put together, but create is definitely the main focus. I don't think there's anything else on there apart from a couple of things that are made to go with create from the original guys that made it. Because I know there's I've heard that there are a few mods out there that do have creating, but then it's a cut down version of create. Some of the things are turned off. I think Vault Hunters does that, or it's hidden behind techie bits. You know, it expects you to accomplish something else before you can get this part of create. I don't know, but no, we've just got it as create. I think if there was anything else to it, I probably wouldn't have agreed to join. Because then it'd be far too complicated for my little old brain to get my head around. Okay, that's looking better. Maybe there as well, just on one of those. That one, I think. It depends on what you want to do with the game. Some of my favourite moments playing Minecraft were mod packs or servers that changed the game entirely. Yeah. There's, I can't remember what it's called, but I have played it. It's a server that's part owned, part run by Grian. And it's all Minecraft, you know, blocks and everything like that. But it's an RPG. And you can't build in it. And you can't mine in it. And you just play this RPG. Loads of people play it. Loads of people enjoy it. But I'm like, well, I'm playing Minecraft. Oh, I want to play Minecraft. I want to be able to mine and dig and all that. But, you know, other people like it. Other people play it. I'm not putting them down for it. Each to their own. And I know some people get really bored of vanilla. Really bored. and that's fine as well. So I've been on so many servers where people have just got bored of playing the game and gone off. And there's people that really love those first few days in Minecraft, going out, getting some resources, getting the elytra as quick as possible, defeating the dragon. Oh, yes, love it. And then, okay, I've done that now. I don't know what else to do. I'm a bit bored. I'm going to go off and do something else. And that's fine. If that's how you want to beat Minecraft, all power to you. Right, we've got that. We've got what we hope to be an entrance. I think I might get rid of that bit as well, just to open it up a bit more. And collect it all because I need it. I need everything. Order much? Absolutely. Ah, it's missing one. Who knew that rock floated? But dead people don't. Yeah, that's it. Windcraft. I agree that too, though. I'm more talking about stuff that changes the game setting completely, like Skyblock mod packs, for example. Oh, I don't mind Skyblock. I played that one block version of Skyblock for a while. That was good. I enjoyed that. It was a different challenge to a game that you kind of know already. That's a floating tree. That's annoying. Right. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking a column there and a column there. Kind of joining here to make the cave entrance. But I kind of want this to step back and the column be a little bit further in. Don't exactly know how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have to take most of this down to get a better feel. So these ones that I'm leaving is kind of roughly where the start of the column will be, but it'll go in and then down is what I'm thinking. It's what's in my brain. It's what I'm envisioning. If it'll look good, if I could do it, that's a different question. I think if I start tearing this down, we can get a good idea. Then the same the other side. Obviously, that means that this cave entrance will be back a bit, but that's okay. It's just there for guideline at the moment. I think all this has got to go as well. If I'd made it on last week, this would be completely different because I've had another week of looking around and looking at images of cliffs. It's changed my mind on how I want to do it, or at least attempt to do it. Okay. Let's stand here. Oh, here. See what we're working with. Skyblock at its core is the ultimate challenge in resource management. Same pig with hot elbows. Okay. I think it's also just that vanilla Minecraft feels like it has a lot of underused potential at the moment, and people want to play mods that play into that. Some, for example, End is in need of an update. I agree that the End does feel a little bit barren now, especially when you compare it to what they did with the Nether. And I look forward to seeing what Mojang do with it, but I don't want them to rush it because I feel it's so hyped up that it needs it, that they won't please enough people. Because you're not going to please everyone. Everyone's going to be upset with something about an End update. So I don't want them to rush it. I don't think it's going to be something that they do anytime soon. But that being said, we've got 2 Minecraft lives a year now. The first one coming up in, what, 6 days? So I guess we'll find out then. Right. Let's do... I think the column's going to have to be here. I think. So let's start off with a simple circle, maybe. And then build it up from there. So if we say maybe kind of bringing it to a level. Where it's all the same. Yeah, that's going to be the same height now. All the way around. That's not giving us a lot of room, is it? To spread out. No, we'll carry on the way we're going. We can always change it. And then come out this way. Yeah. That's what I get for glancing at chat while I'm moving. To be fair, the End being barren is, in my opinion, part of what makes this dimension. That being said, I agree that it could do with some variation. Yeah. I'd like to see a little bit more to the lore of the place. Like how we got bastions and I can't remember names very well. You know, whoever it is that inhabits them, and then zombie pigmen change to be zombie variants of them. I'd like something like that. You know, we've got the Enderman, and we've got End cities that are full of shulkers. Is it the shulkers that got rid of the Enderman? Did the Enderman once occupy those spaces? Can we have a variant of End cities that are similar to the way they've done bastions, or maybe some extra ruins? It would be quite fun, I think, to add a bit more to the lore. Because from what I understand, Mojang have got a book of lore, which they're not sharing because they want us to make up our own stories, but it's what their kind of guide to what it is that they want to achieve in the world. Which kind of reminds me of art. You know, an artist can't tell the viewer what to think. But the artist obviously had plans for what they wanted to do with their art piece. I think that's the same for Minecraft. Is Mojang know they have a knowledge of what it is that what the law is, but they're not going to tell us because they want us to come up with our own ideas. I like that, but I still want more nods to it. I think that'd be quite good in the end. Arr. I'm going to trap myself, aren't I? That won't be fun. Figuring out what angle to go at. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh well, it's there now. It's what the universe wanted. This probably looks rubbish. But it's just the start. Like an artist putting paint on a canvas. And slowly over layers and layers the picture comes through. That's how I'm envisioning it anyway. Okay. Like I say, it's a start. Maybe I should have started further down. No, it's okay. It's okay. Right, so that one's there. If we do another one, say, here. Do its sister column. Get the buttons right. I'm going to miss the mob vote. I really am going to miss that. I enjoyed the mob vote. I just ignored all the toxic remarks and people trying to get you to vote a different way. So I just went for what I liked, what I thought. There maybe. Yeah, default structures are underwhelming. I haven't seen a jungle temple in forever. And then I came across one the other day. I was like, jungle temple. I haven't seen one of these in ages. And I went inside and I was like, bit meh. But again, that's the charm of Minecraft, isn't it? That you come across these structures and you get excited and then you go, I could build better than that. So you do. Because, you know, Minecraft's for building things. Be that a farm or a citadel or your own temples. I mean, how many of us have come across a desert temple and gone, oh, that's really cool. And next thing you know, you're building on it, making it, in your eyes, better. There's loads of YouTube videos where people have, you know, that's their thumbnail. I made the Desert Temple. I remade the Desert Temple. Desert Temple upgrade. So that's another charm of Minecraft. People go, oh, the buildings are a bit boring. The natural ones. But they're not boring, but they're inspiring. It inspires you to build better. They're going to be coming out, but that's fine. We can always change this. Just like when you're on an SMP that's got other builders on. Seeing what they're doing inspires you to build better. Maybe not exactly the same as them, but definitely inspires you to build better. So like on Bunch of Squares, I was not thinking of building a tower. Tower, last thing on my mind. But then there was a tower district that appeared and loads of people were building towers. And I was like, I want in on this. I want to build a tower. And I think I've built quite a good tower. Which wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been on that SMP at that time. And I think that's the same with Minecraft when you first load it up. You see all these buildings, but it inspires you to build other ones. Maybe even better ones. Okay, we're guessing there. They're joining. Might have to build them out a bit. I've got no stone left. Oh, I do. Goodo. Yeah, that's going to go there for now. How is it night time? Is my bed in there? Where have I encased my bed? I have. Let's see. No? Oh, where have I put it then? Hello? Oh, I should really put a torch in there. Ah, there it is. Okay. Exactly where I started. If only I'd turned right instead of left. There it is. You think you would like cooler structures that actually showcase what Minecraft can actually do. Most people don't typically play Minecraft to build stuff, so they get just disappointed. Yeah. I mean, my son was disappointed with the dungeons. And when I told him that there were dungeons and you can go there and there's a spawner and it spawns various mobs depending on the dungeon, in his head, he was like, dungeons like in Diablo. Fantastic. Let's go find one. And then when he found this square cobblestone box, he was a bit like, oh, is that it? Ugh. And yeah, he's not a builder. He doesn't get inspired to build things. So yeah, I see where you're coming from. And you know, we're going back 5 years or something like that. But now we've got troll chambers, which is more like a dungeon from other games like Gauntlet. So I think Mojang are definitely going that way. They're looking at their past and not erasing it because the original dungeons are still there, but they're answering this call that they wanted something a little bit more of a challenge, which is kind of cool. Go out there, and that could come that way then. And then put that there. Something like that. So you never know. They might upgrade the temple. They might upgrade the desert one and the jungle one. Right. Let's get rid of some of this cobblestone now. And see how this is looking. Oh, rain. Lovely. That's all we've had here for the last 2 days. Oh, it was so torrential. Never known anything like it. I thought our windows were going to come through at one moment. And I've been plenty of thunderstorms in the UK, but I've never been in a thunderstorm where instead of there just being the occasional bit of lightning and a roll of thunder, it seemed like that roll of thunder went on for 15, 20 minutes. It was just constant. I know, you know, in the US or the Philippines, Philippines being one of the higher countries that watch my videos, weirdly. Hello, Philippines. Yeah, it's a little bit normal there, that kind of rain, but here it was just never known it. Take out this ring as well, I think, for now. I may put something similar in afterwards. Don't know. Don't really know how caves work. I'm just imagining a massive hole from the seafloor. I definitely think trial chambers are neat, but I don't think they really fix the problem Mojang were going for. They would market them as these fun, replayable things, but most likely you will only go there once and then not again. I don't know. I haven't gone to one because I don't play Minecraft that way. I don't need a massive hammer, which seems to be the payoff for doing them. I'm not really into PvP, PvE. But on Bunch of Squares, there's a load that are into PvE. There's one guy that's decided he's going to make one his base. There's a couple of others that are constantly going to them and collecting all the keys. And they're really enjoying that aspect of the game. So again, they're catering to one specific player base, which is fine. And, you know, it's also added some extra blocks and things for us that don't really like that kind of thing. So again, I think they've got a difficult task. They're not going to please everyone with everything. But that's just the nature of this game, because we've got so many different styles of people playing it. It's like there's people out there that have never been to the end. They can't see a point in it. They don't care about it. You've got people that only go to the Nether if they really, really have to. They'd much rather someone else went and brought the stuff back for them. And then we've got people that live in the Nether. So it's one of the great things about this game, which I think is often forgotten by the fan base. They seem to feel that Mojang should just make the game for them and what they like and what they think's good. And that's where all the toxicity comes from, in my opinion. And I think you've got to play it quite a few times, haven't you? Because of the the drop rate of the heavy core. One, you've got to do it anyway, and then you've got to do it on the harder level, and then there's still not a chance that it'll come out. So there's your replayability. If you want the heavy core, you might have to play it more than once. But you know, I'm so slow at this game. I haven't even updated my single player to that update yet, because I don't need tough. And I don't need all the different copper variants at the moment. Man, we're on episode 42. I haven't even gotten a lighter yet. This is just chill. Chill Minecraft. We're not speedrunning it. Although I do officially now have the longest speedrun in opening a portal. How's this looking? Okay, I think that's got to come up there. They've obviously got to kind of join about there to make the cave entrance. And then that's got to wrap around that side to make that part of the cliff. And then all this dirt's got to go, I think. So where am I going to join those from? That's the question. How do I get out of a boat again? That's the question. Shift. Of course it is. Let's try and make them join from maybe there. Something like that. How's that look? Hope it wasn't raining. Yeah, okay. And then same there. Oh, maybe fill that bit in. Along there somewhere. Really hard to work at angles, I've decided. Okay, cobblestone for the win. Just do a rough angle of approach. Something like that. There. And then just fill all that in. This is all subject to change. These are probably not going to be the blocks that we end up using. But I want to try and get an outline. Oh, no stone. Right, gonna have to make some more stone. And go to bed. Yet again, it's night in Minecraft. Actually, no. I'm going to leave it night time. And spend the night smelting cobblestone into stone. And that way we'll have more daylight while I'm building. Hello. Oh, that's looking really barren. Need to fix that at some point. Ow. Ow. Bully. Alright, well, if you want to die. Whoa. You jumped far. Oh, I'll have that string and ice. Thank you very much. They kind of argue that making drop rate of a specific item low doesn't really fit the experience. And can change from playthrough to playthrough. I definitely think the heavy core should be rare, but the troll changes themselves don't really offer any gameplay difference doing them twice. Yeah, I think the gameplay change comes into if you do it like with different players. I've gone way past where I want to go. Because isn't it the more players you have, the more difficult it is? Wow, it's like being at home. And maybe we should sleep then, because we don't want the few villagers that are about to turn into witches. Do we now? Talking of which... why am I looking out of a window? Thank you. I think if I got together with a bunch of people, I might go for a troll chamber just for the experience of doing it with friends. But other than that, I'm not that fussed by them. Let's do the whole quarter things as they go quarter as fast. That'll do. One there. 2, 3, 4. Just imagine once I get a silk touch, I won't have to do any of this. Bucket. More buckets. Some people have speculated that with the next few updates, it's just going to be fun little things, fun little changes, like how they added the dogs and the dog armor to a small little update. There's going to be lots of that, rather than big themed ones, but I don't know. I hope they keep to the big themed one. Just occasionally have, you know, like when the bugs one came out, where they introduced the bees. I'd like little small ones like that once a year and a great big one once a year. I have got a copper rod somewhere. I think it's up here. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, who said that a lightning bolt over there is going to be attracted to that? Or that's over there is going to be attracted to that? And I don't really want to build those everywhere, to be fair. And not only is it a good weapon like a sword's easier to get. And there's not that much of a learning curve for it. I've seen people jumping off massive things, missing someone and just dropping dead. It's like, that's a learning curve and a half. Yeah, they were massive, but it was a little update. It was a tiny update in comparison to what had come before or came afterwards. You know, you can make a little tiny update and it have massive repercussions. I'm looking forward to the bundles as well. I think they've done a really good job with that. I mean, loads of naysay to the bundles. Of course there is. But I like them, you know. Day one, bit of string, bit of leather, and all those pesky little things you always pick up. Oh, I like that flower. Oh, I've got 2 bits of cobblestone, and I've got this, and I've got that, and it just put it in a bundle, and then your inventory suddenly a lot cleaner. Like that could be in a bundle, that could be in a bundle, they could be in a bundle, and then it just takes up 1 instead of 3. And the fact that you can now dye them different colours and have one for just keeping your diamonds and iron and gold that you found. I think they're going to be great. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in a huge update. You know, oh, we figured it out. We're happy with them. Here you go. Have them. Okay, how's this looking? Whoops, too far. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Right. I'm thinking that all this here needs to be covered in stone. And then it kind of peters down to that. So that might have to come a little bit lower. Say by a block. Yeah. Yeah, let's bring it down a little bit further. So, like this. And there, and then where would the middle? Am I kind of basically stood in the middle? I think I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So maybe there. And then come out slightly there. And the same this side, I think. How does that look? Is that a gradual drop? Yes, but maybe take a few out in the middle. Like that. Whoops, that's my face. I've used a different free cam for create, which means I can't go through like that. I might try and figure out if there's a version of it I can put on here. Take those out, I think. How's that looking? Because, oh, I do like free cam. I just don't like going through stuff. I think it feels a bit cheaty. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that. Overhauling the end dragon, for example. Yeah. Yeah, a nice big end dragon battle. Could be kind of cool, because it's quite basic now. Oh, I forgot my chai latte. Gutted. Making beacons more than just a haste buff, giving copper some more use, making the sniffer mob actually interesting as something you want to get. A lot of their recent updates haven't been very cohesive. Cold chai latte. Actually, I had a chai latte, iced chai latte the other day. Quite nice. Prefer mine warm. But no, I get what you mean. I mean, the sniffer, again, it's not something I'm being bothered with because, yes, it brings up these interesting new flowers that you've never seen before, but at the same time, meh. Meh. But we've got to remember, although we don't like to admit it, it is a kid's game. It's to draw more kids into playing it. So the sniffer looked bonkers, different, cute, massive. I think that was the appeal. I think this is coming on really well. I'm quite impressed so far. I feel that the column that side should come down into the dirt. There, it's fine surrounded by dirt, but I think there it needs to come down into the dirt. And again, sniffers, something I've never played with. But then again, I've never played with bees either, and bees are awesome, so don't go by my opinion. That one as well. And when they originally dropped copper, people were a bit disappointed with it, saying, "Oh, there should have been more blocks. There should have been this. There should have been that." And Mojang have listened, and we've got those things. So that's good. Right. All this dirt needs to go from this one. It kind of does that. Well, more that, I think. Got to try and figure that out now. So we're imagining we're a boat. And we're coming along. Boat's pretty deep. That's a boat, not a ship. Like, we're thinking ship out there, rowing boat comes in. So where did I say from? Say about there. I think that needs to be there. And then you can go. I'm probably going to just take too much down and then have to rebuild it. But that's okay. So maybe bring that down a couple. And have it start there. Ah, what's happening? there. Now, these last few streams have been about building up slopes, and here I am trying to take one down. Torch there for a second. Pop that into my offhand so everyone can see what I'm doing. Might help. Well, the biggest complaint was how expensive it is, if I remember. What? Oh, yes. But they changed that again, didn't they? I think the biggest complaint was the copper bulb. Because on one of the snapshots, it came out and it could do something really, really fast. And people were like, oh, this is going to revolutionize redstone. And then the next snapshot, they were like, oh, actually, we didn't mean it to do that. And then people were like, no, bring it back to it being able to do this thing. That was probably the biggest complaint I saw. Because they sorted out that you needed so many copper blocks to make a trapdoor. And they was like, well, that's unfair because you don't need that many blocks to make a wooden trapdoor. We're doing this old school. I'm swimming backwards to look at it. That dirt there. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, but that's exactly the kind of problem. A lot of the content they have recently added just doesn't really do anything outside of a specific circumstance. Aside from change generation. Like, if they changed the dragon fight, I don't think it would be very advising decision. Maybe some speedrunners wouldn't like it. But it would be a change that actually impacts the game positively. Yeah. But those poor speedrunners. But yeah, when you've done one dragon fight, you've done them all. Can it be a tight cave? Do you think? Do you think we could get away with it being a tight cave? No, I don't think we can. I think we need a bit more of an entrance. So let's push this back. And there as well. Probably going to replace a lot of this stone with dirt, like the idea that the waters push the dirt onto the rocks rather than exposing the stone. I think we could take it from there as well. I mean, me saying that, you know, I like the game as it is, and, you know, I like small changes. I mean, look, I've got mods on where you can see my feet and things in your hand are a little bit lower. And look, I can, well, not so much with that. Let me just put that in there. Look. I've got it so there's an animation where you can see it being passed. That's not vanilla Minecraft. And, oops, wrong button. And I've got it that if you hold a torch, it lights up the area. That's not vanilla Minecraft. So there's mods out there to make those changes that you want, because it still feels like vanilla Minecraft. It's just enhanced slightly. So there's always room for change, and you know, you can pick that up with small little tiny mods. Like there's no seasons in Minecraft, so I've added a mod, well, resource pack that changes it to be a little bit more autumny, but still keeping it vanilla. So yeah, just changing the dragon fight slightly. It wouldn't make that much huge of a difference, would it, really? So I see where you're coming from. I did see a mod that I was umming and ahhing about installing. And it adds the day, like the day-night cycle, to be just like it is in the real world. You know, you put in your time and that's what you'll get. And it tries to mimic the weather as well, which is all well and good. But you'd only see this world at night time. I decided against it. I did and ah about it, thinking, oh, that could be interesting. Then remembered I only play this world at 9 o'clock to midnight, so you wouldn't see it during the day. Back on Ripple Effect, we had a guy make a data pack that spawned shulkers during the dragon fight and didn't warn anyone. Oh, that would be mayhem. Oh, I'd love to play that. Randomly floating in the air. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. How's it looking? Whoops. See, I might cheat. I might just make it all black concrete in there so it looks deeper than it actually is. But if we go all the way through to underneath here as well, that's a lot to remove. And it's a lot to make a cave, and I just hit the mic. I do apologise. But I just want it deep enough so it's, you know, you can make a bit of a cave out of it. Caves don't have to be all the way through or completely that deep, do they? Do they? Let's get some sleep. Can you imagine if it's permanent night here? I'd be fighting zombies left, right, and centre. But I would have to keep sleeping, so because it would make no difference. You really enjoyed the added challenge, but the people that discovered it were those that didn't want any change to vanilla, which kind of made it funnier in my opinion. Yes. Oh, that cave that Chives did was immense. Absolutely immense. I'm just going to take this back a little bit. A little bit more. Not a lot more. And we're going to have a floating tree, I think. Oh. Get that last one. I think now, actually, I might try and just mimic the pillar and go around here. See what that looks like. I'll get you. See, I wish I had enough time to build like Chides must have to do that cave. Hey, Bob, how we doing? You always seem to be at work. Workaholic. Although I have been told that I'm going to have to do a lot of work outside of work soon, which I'm not looking forward to. But it's only for a year, so there's that. But I will still continue to stream. And I will still continue to make videos. It's just the videos may be a little bit slower. Although, you know, 2 or 3 months between videos is quite slow already. Thank you, real life, for getting in my way of having fun. I think I need to go this way now. I mean, I'm taking this down and collecting resources at the same time. I think the last, like, really good update was 1.16. I do like the new terrain generation, but because of how it got split into 2 or technically even 3 updates, it kind of made it worse. COVID's got a lot to answer for. It split up the Cave and Cliffs updates, as now everyone says that it was in 3 parts, because some of the updates that they did then that they promised got moved to part 2, and then some of the answers that Mojang did to the community feedback in further updates, they've gone, oh well, that's just Cave and Cliffs, that's just Cave and Cliffs, because they got brought into Cave and Cliffs, so it's just Cave and Cliffs part 3, which I think's it's not. It's in 2 parts. They heard what you said, and in another update, they added those changes, like more copper, more variants to copper. Doesn't make it Cave and Cliffs number 4. It just means that they listened to you and they've added more. But yeah, it ruined Cave and Cliffs update and took coffee away from me. So, COVID. All right, I like that. I think that's okay. Let's do the same to this one. Then we'll have a bit more of an idea of how much of this more we've got to take out. Step that back a bit as well. I do miss coffee so much. I mean, chai latte, you know, is all good and everything, and I'm so glad that I found it as a coffee alternative. But it's just not coffee. It just doesn't feel the same. There we go. It gives a clue of what we're doing that side as well, I think. Oh, did I take off too many? I did. Oh well. Oh well. It's what nature intended, apparently. Anyway, all we could do is hope for is that the next Minecraft Live will be good. I'm sure it will. I always like the Minecraft lives. I mean, there's some really silly kiddie things in there to keep the children entertained, but I secretly kind of like them as well. So, although that one year that they did that, got them all to do some kind of what was it, like a game show, but they dressed as bees, and they had to do. I can't even remember what it was. It was just harrowing to watch. Pollinate certain flowers or something as they flew by. Oh, it was cringe-worthy stuff. But last year, with Jeb going through the rails, with flinging his hair dry. Oh, classic. Loved it. Really cheesy. And we all know how I feel about cheese, so. Although currently dieting, so not having a lot of cheese. It's hard. Very hard. And I didn't lose as much this week, so I was kind of upset. You know, giving up all that cheese, and I only lost like 0.4 of a pound. Just didn't seem fair. Okay, so let's take that one off. And that one. And like so. Yeah, and I think then this is going to be not a torch. No. Oh, actually, no. Maybe not there. Maybe from here. No, here. Gonna carry on a normal looking cliff, I think. Just to remind me that that's what we're doing. Put some bits like that in. Yeah. And then that'll be the normal cliff face that we've been doing to... Whoa, what's happening? About here. Yeah. So... how will I accomplish bringing this all together? No idea. But I'm sure something good will happen. But it means we've definitely got to take all this away. But just make it deep enough so it looks dark from the outside, it might be okay. I think at a later date I'll come in and we'll texture it, but that's not important. The important bit is the cliff and that it looks like a cave. What the cave looks like on the inside, I'm not that fussed about at the moment. Just want the outside to look okay. It is orange, yeah. It's part of the resource pack. It makes it orange. And I'm not going to lie to you, orange is not my favourite colour in the world. And if I could, put it back to its normal green. But, you know, if I want orange leaves then and yellow leaves, that's what I've got to put up with. Small little sacrifice to pay for the beauty of autumnal colours. It would be pretty easy to remove the bar, to be honest. I will send you the resource pack, mate, and you can do it for me. How this dirt's going, I'm almost tempted into just making that all stone. And having that as the inside of the cave. That might look actually quite good. It's a thought to have. Take this out. There should be a file in it called GUI. Deleting it will probably get rid of that orange bar. Is that something I can do right now without having to shut down the game? I suppose you just reload the resource pack, don't you? What? I'm full? Oh, well, I don't need lilac. Live on stream, Flazzerty attempts to follow Spud's advice on how to mess around with a resource pack. Okay. Right. Bear with me. You may be experiencing nothing happening on the screen. Oh, wait. I can hear you. Where are you? See, you heard me alt-tab out and you thought you'd come and have a cheeky poke. Were files. Let's go Minecraft folder. Okay. Resource packs. Okay. I think I'm using that one. Open up that. Assets. Minecraft. Okay, where am I going? Textures. GUI. There's a lot in here. Footer separator, header separator, title, sprites. I think this is more difficult than you're making out. What is this resource pack called? It is called Full Pack. Yeah, that is the name of the resource pack. I could tell you the folder to get rid of. Yeah. It's Full Pack. There you go. Right, let's see how this looks. Yeah, we're going to get rid of all that dirt. Going to have to. Got to go deeper. Got to get it darker. He says, having put a torch in there, says nothing spawns. But I've got lots of glow lichen. So let's leave that for a moment and concentrate on here. I'm going to need slabs. That's what I'm going to need. Lots of slabs. Okay. Whoa. slab it all off. Again, just going to do it all in stone. The texturing come later. Now, did I leave my stone cutter here? I did. Great. And have we got any slabs in here already? We do. Let's put the cobblestone back. So we might need one for scaffolding. Stone slab, stone slab, stone slab. Don't think there's any more. None in there. None in there, and there won't be any in there either. No. That's not going to be enough. And we've kind of run out of stone. So we're going to have to actually take some of the cobblestone back and make some more stone. All it is a placeholder for now. And I need to do something about this as well. This is looking a bit uninteresting. That'll do. That'll do for now. Yeah, can't find the resource backlog. You could send it to me in Discord. Okay, while we're waiting for that then. Where is my Discord? There it is. Oops. That's not the button I wanted to press. And then we go. Can't believe I'm doing this live on a stream. Just because I don't like the orange that much. Ah. There we go. Oh, you might have figured it out just as I sent it to you. Okay. Yeah, and here's looking a bit... Well, in there it's doing its job. Outside, it could do with an entrance at least. Don't you think? Yes, you do. See, you gave up too early. That's what it was. I need a better one of these. I've got a really nice one on Bunch of Squares. I might just rebuild it here. It's only a small little one. But it does the job. That's what it needs to do. And as it's only me here, that's fine. It doesn't have to be a huge, massive industrial one. But I think I'll do, you know, I'll build a blacksmith's and put it in the blacksmith. That'd make sense. Do I still want the menu stuff? Yeah, I don't mind the menu stuff being brown. Like, look, brown. Looks different. In a good way. Bit too quick on that one. Let's put lava in these. Just so they're ready for in 20 minutes when I come back because I've run out. This was a nice little update as well. Infinite lava. Let's go get some slabberoonies. All right, then. Extract your folder. You'll need to delete is Minecraft textures, GUI, sprites, and HUD. If you delete that HUD folder, it will get rid of the experience bar. So I have to extract it. I can't just do it from within the zip. Let's see, dish, Minecraft, textures, GUI, GUI, sprites, HUD. All right, drag it out. Move here. It's thinking about it. I bet it moans because I'm using it. Yes. Yes, it moaned because I was using it. And it's continuing to moan because I'm using it. So, let's unuse it. Options, resource packs. Don't look at the mess. Don't look at the mess. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. There we go. Boring springtime. Now let's move it. Are you going to move it? It says it's empty. Okay. Not that one. Didn't like that one. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Spud. That's better. Watch the world slowly load in now. What was it doing? Oh, yes. Yes, and lots of them are out of date as well. Okay. Do I want to do that? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want all the slabs. See, you don't get that on other streams, you know. You don't get people messing around with a resource pack while they're playing and not knowing what they're doing and relying on other people to do it for them. Okay. So we're going to see about slabbing this off. Let's use dirt blocks, actually, because, you know, that's what the professionals use. Oh, of course it's becoming nighttime. Why wouldn't it becoming nighttime? It's always nighttime. A little bit higher, maybe. Okay, let's get some of these slabs in. So what I might do... What number's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try... mimic that. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 2. Can I? 3. I can. I can't there though. 3, 4. Okay. Right, I needed that stone after all. Oh, hello. Oh, you're coming all suited and booted. Look at you. Oh, aren't you fancy? Don't drown. I'll save you. Let's go find a bed then. It's a rude awakening. Okay. Well, you know, I didn't want him to become a drowned. It's no life for a zombie. Let's double these up here. So we kind of get an incline down to it. Maybe one there. Can't reach. Oh, I can. Maybe that needs to be a little bit further out. It's a lot of nothingness there. I mean, this is all just personal opinion. Like this. Possibly. Yeah, I think that gives the idea. Too far. And you could go, or else I'll just stare at you. Right, how's that looking? I think I'm okay with that as a shape. I don't know what you guys think. Is it giving cave entrance vibes? Right, obviously, I'm going to have to go along here. I've got that stopping there. That's going to give it a slight weird overhang, isn't it? Maybe I need to get rid of this. Yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bring that back just slightly. Like those kind of things there instead. Do that now, or else I'll forget. That was a terrible jump. This cave feels like a really good spot to add some glowberries. Yes, glowberries, of course. I was just going to go for lichen, but yeah, a couple of glowberries. Maybe make it a lush cave. Where was it? Is it this? I think it's this. Let's get rid of it all. And then just build up again. Where are we looking? Maybe one more layer back. Like that. Then where am I? There. So maybe those three. Okay. Mate, I'm up for it. I really enjoyed the other one. It completely baffled me. It was fun. Never done anything like that before, but, you know, you did have to help me a lot. Because I can't do those type of things. My daughter really, really wants to go to an escape room. And I'm like, no. 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 I wouldn't get it. I'd get frustrated. The people would have to come in and point to the obvious clues. You know, you're only meant to be in here for an hour, not 3. How's that? I think that might actually look better now. Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. I think it was just too far out before. Oops. Yeah, no, this means, don't you? More stone. You just did an escape room a couple of weeks ago. It was super fun. Escaped with 6 minutes left on the timer. Wow. Maybe you can take my daughter then. I did a murder mystery once. Not that I wanted to. It's just we went to this party and the people there had set up this murder mystery and everyone had a role to play and you got given a card of who you were and briefly what your personality should be like, but then, you know, go as creative as you want with it. And I hated every moment of it. I really did. I thought I'd got it. I really had. I played my part, interviewed the people in character, and I really thought I had it. But then it turned out that I had the wrong person, had the wrong idea all along. And when they gave me the reason why the murderer murdered those people, I was like, well, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely no logical sense of why they would do it. And their answer to that was, well, yeah, because they're a psychopath. If you understood their reasons, that would make you a psychopath. And I'm like, okay, fair. But surely, because nobody got it, nobody worked out who the murderer was. I was like, surely, though, there should be some kind of logic so as we could guess it. No, hated it. And I think it's the same with those mystery escape rooms. I don't think I'd be able to follow the logic. I'm a straightforward, straight thinking kind of guy. No, I wasn't the killer. Because that got relieved in the envelope. You know, if you was the killer, you got told. The one we did was the exact same problem. Escape rooms are a lot better than those to me. Yeah, there's a great question about you're given a scenario, and then at the end of it, you've got to guess why a person killed somebody else. And apparently, if you guess it right, it's a sign that you're a psychopath. And I understood the logic of it. I didn't get it. I didn't get the answer. I didn't work it out. But when I got told the answer, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand that logic. I can understand where they were coming from. But this murder mystery was like, nope, still don't get it. I don't know why you'd do that. It makes no sense. So, I don't know if they made up this game or not. This scenario. But you find someone murdered. And there's one person who finds the body. And obviously you're there to think, oh, it was them. They did it because they found the body. But that's always the catch, isn't it? It's never them. They're just an innocent bypasser that found the body. Because then you interview everybody else that was at the party that could possibly murder. And through the interviews you find out that this person, the first person you find murdered, is a sister to one of the other members, daughter to one of the members. Well, no, to two of the members. And slowly but surely, different guests get murdered in stranger and stranger ways. And in the end, it turns out to be the stable boy that did it, who happens to be the person who found the first murder. So it was a double bluff. And it's like, okay, so why did this stable boy kill basically, well, all of the rich family? Why did he do it? Oh, and the maid. He kills the maid as well. And it turns out that the stable boy had found out that he was the illegitimate son of the lord of the house. The lord of the house was about to die. And in his will, he left a small part of his fortune to his children, including the stable boy. And the stable boy didn't like the fact that this lord had been his father all along, and that all the people that he'd been waiting on and getting their horses ready for and putting up with their abuse had actually been, his family. So he decided to kill them all. My problem with that was, why kill them all? I don't understand why he killed them all. Because it was said that he didn't like that they were getting more money than him. So I could kind of understand if he'd killed some of them off so he got a bigger share. And the fact that his legitimacy was about to be given to him, why kill off everybody, including the maid, which was his mom? You know, okay, so she lied to him, she kept it secret, but, you know, surely you'd forgive her for that? Maybe kill off one or two of the ones that you didn't particularly like, but not them all? Including the dad who hadn't actually finalised the will, so you never get legitimacy? It was all very confusing to me. I didn't understand the logic. I really didn't. And I think an escape room would be the same for me. I'd just be, I don't get why the key is hidden underneath the skull of Lieutenant Colonel Cambridge. Where is my bed? There it is. there was like times everyone was elsewhere and reasons why it couldn't be certain people. Yeah. But then one of the people, it wasn't even supposed to be according to the rules. It couldn't have been them, but they lied about where they were. Defeated the whole... Yeah. Yeah, because how are you meant to know that they're like... Oh, just... No. Just baffles me. It really does. That's going to need to go there, and that needs to go there. I think my favourite part of the whole thing was acting as someone else. That was quite good. And seeing other people that you know trying to act differently to the way they are. That bit was kind of fun. But hey, we could have got that by just cosplaying, you know? I don't like that gap. That gap needs to be closed. I keep seeing it when I zoom out. That probably hasn't helped, but still. I think that needs to go something like that for now. Right, and now let's fill up the other side. Wow, it's 11 o'clock. Where have those 2 hours gone? Everything goes so quick when you're playing Minecraft. Time flies when you're having fun and all that jazz. The ones that aren't fun are... I don't know. I find escape rooms to be a lot more fun because they're just logic puzzles usually. The ones that aren't fun are the ones that have a red herring somewhere, so you spend all your time on something completely irrelevant. So those ones aren't fun. Yes, I can imagine. How am I going to do this wall? Have a step back. I think I'm just going to make some random shapes. Oh, let's bring this down. I mean, that's okay. And then maybe... Oops, fell too far. Actually. I like it, but I think it's too far in. Maybe still too far in. All these stone blocks I'm wasting. How's that look? Not too bad. Maybe it needs something there. Hmm. Yeah, that doesn't look okay. That doesn't look okay. It looks all right. Might spend some time making another immersive portal thing for you then, just for fun. I'll probably record it myself though, because I'm probably going to be moving to game development content instead. Oh, I'm up for it just for the laugh. But yes, you did edit the last one, and you edited it really, really well, really well, and then got 50 billion views on it. You'll have to tell me your secret. Okay, I am liking that. I'm liking that shape. I really am. I think that's worked out really well. It needs some texturing. Don't get me wrong, it's not the finished article. I mean, maybe these need to come up a little bit further. But all in all, kind of happy with that. Might thin these out a little bit more. But yeah, so all that's got to go. But that then puts me right underneath the chapel. So I might need to just do this again and bring it down. But I think the only way I can envision doing that is if I get rid of all that dirt. So I think that's what we're going to be doing for the next 45 minutes. It's just getting rid of this dirt. This big square of it here. Okay, we're going to replace that with that. That's the thing about using gravel. Gravity. Well, one of the things that I'm considering for this is under a lot of old style chapels, there'd be, there's a word for it that I completely forget. But there's some really interesting ones around the world, like in Prague and places like that. Catacombs, that's the word. So it could be catacombs that lead to the cave, or the cave or the catacombs, you know what I mean? And then the idea is that maybe smugglers smuggle things into the cave underneath the chapel, because who'd look underneath the chapel? I mean, that's a huge project on its own. But I think it could be fun. I'm not sure I'd do it justice, but it'd be a fun project. But that, again, is for the future. I just want to get it looking okay from a distance. Do you want me to do a specific theme for this one? I did a prison and an insane asylum before. Maybe a haunted mansion for Halloween? Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Let's put some of these away. All the dirt and stone and All the stuff that I don't currently need because I'm not building, I'm tearing down. Coal? No. Coal? Yes. And just like that, it's night again. Running around. Hey, monsters. Cheeky. What monsters? Oh, I can hear a skeleton. Where are you, skeleton? Oh, you're going to actually be in there, aren't you? I've just put all my stone away. Do you know what? I'll just move the bed. I'll just move the bed. There we go. That was definitely easier. Pick up all this dirt. Goodbye. So maybe I'll take out a little bit more of the dirt back here to relieve some of the stone, actually. That could be a good indication of what it looked like if it was just stone here. All right, Haunted Mansion then it is. I actually have some pretty cool ideas. Oh, no. I'm going to get jump scared left, right, and centre. Expect very screamy video soon. Right, let's expose some of this here. Rock. Stone. That's the word. And that might give us a good indication of how we want the back of the cave to look. From a distance anyway. Or for now. I wouldn't do too many jump scares. Just some mind-bending things. Not too many. I'm not saying there won't be any. I mean, you got to take my age into account. I'm very vulnerable to heart attacks now, you know. It's one of the reasons I don't like modern horrors. Because they rely too much on the jump scare, not the horror. And the jump scare is normally the thing you're looking at isn't that scary really. It's just it's come with a big noise. And it's the big noise that makes you jump. But I guess that's why I prefer thrillers now to horror movies, because what thrillers? Oh, that might actually happen. Let's carry on taking a bit more of this dirt out. How much? Yeah, I've got loads of space in my inventory. Because I don't think there should be maybe 1 or 2 patches of dirt, but we can maybe fill that in later. I think this amount of dirt and grass, no. You could just be dirt for now. Oh, my shovels are nearly gone. Yeah, to be honest, I don't watch any horror movies myself. The cheap jump scares that are in lots of games and movies are just boring and annoying to me. Yeah. So the last game I played that really made me start going, oh, this is a bit scary, was at the first Dead Space. I played that, and every time the vent started rattling, I could hear movement. I was playing the game in the dark. It was late at night. It really got the heart pumping. I was like, oh my god, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And I really fell for it. I really did. Hook, line and sinker. Even to the point that when the thing came out the vent and started attacking me, I was sweating. I was panicking. I didn't think my character was going to survive. I was really invested. And when I did, I went and found my partner and hugged her. It's just like, that was one of the scariest things I've been through. Oh my gosh. And then I turned the corner and it started happening again. And then it wasn't scary. It was just oh yeah, some of them are going to come out of the vent soon. It became really boring. So I get what you mean by jump scares being boring. That first one terrified me. Then after that, oh, you know, it's just gameplay. Meh. It's like when, you know, those games where you can't just save it. You can only save it at certain points. If you came across to a save, oh yeah, something big and scary is going to happen there. And then it wasn't big and scary because you knew it was coming. You was prepared because you just had to save. Okay. How's this looking from the outside now? Let's turn the torch off. Very dark. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. There you go, inside my face. Right, we're outside. Oh, a torch. Of course, a torch. That one. Let's get rid of that torch. Nothing should spawn while I'm close by. I don't think. Oh, there's another one up there. No. Right. And possibly that one back there as well. Get rid of that one. Right, now what's he look like? Black. Perfect. Okay. I was rubbing my arm up against the mic then. I am sorry. Yeah, we was thinking, one of the things that someone suggested on Bunch of Squares was putting a mod on just for Halloween. I don't know if they're going to be doing that, but it sounded like a pretty good idea. It sounded quite fun. Oh, what was it called? Into the fog? Out of the fog? Something like that. I think it's got Hero Brian in it. And a blood moon? I don't know. Thought it sounded quite a cool concept, though. You know, just a cool little mod just for Halloween. It could be quite interesting. Right, let's get some glow lichen. Okay then. So what's one of your favourite ones? Maybe I could point them in that direction. Just going to ignore the iron farm and you not being inside it. There's more of them. More of them are spawning on the outside. May have to change that iron farm. Because that one just doesn't want to work like it should. We'll have some of this, thank you. Oh, actually, need shears, don't I, for this? Probably actually got tons of this just knocking around. That should be enough. Of course not. Ooh. Might have to get the autocrafter. Craft them up to blocks soon. Shears. Have you got any shears? 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 Buckets, but no shears. Shears? No shears. No. Any shears? No. Oh, you're killing me. Where's some shears? That'll have to do. That will have to do. Yes, surprisingly, an iron farm causing issues. Who'd have guessed? It was working perfectly. And then I updated to have the dogs. And for some reason, the iron golem started spawning outside of the area that they were spawning in last time. And I don't know why, because apparently there was no update, as far as I'm aware, to the spawning of iron golems. But before I upgraded, they would only spawn in there because that's unspawnable. These are unspawnable. Everything else is unspawnable. And they were only spawning in that bit. That was the only spawnable bit. And now I'm finding them on the outside. I'm finding them down here. And I don't know why. So it's something that I'm going to have to look into, but I keep forgetting to. Okay, let's go back to the cave. I think they were looking for, from what I could tell from the one they were talking about, is it goes dark, it goes a little bit foggy, scary things happen during the night, you know, extra bad guys, bit more horror related than just zombies and skeletons. I don't think they wanted anything decorative so much, because once it's over, once, you know, October's over, then they just take the mod off and you return back to vanilla. I don't know. Right, let's put that on so we get an idea of things are going to spawn and not spawn. That's still getting light from there. Let's just take that off. Fine. Maybe there. That light, yes. And then bit there. Hey. I want it dark in here, but I don't think it's to spawn in here either. Like, just a little bit of subtle lighting. Trying to find places that I can kind of hide it. Ah, look at that. Just nope. Maybe there. That's okay. There. Tiny bit there. That might be too light now. Typical. There we go. Oh, I've run out. Why didn't I bring any bone meal with me? Loads of places things can spawn now. But what's this look like? Oh, I'll have to do. That will have to do. I think we're going to have to put glow berries and things like that in there and kind of make it look like a luscious cave. Maybe. I mean, it's a lot subtler than just sticking torches in. I think we're going to need a tiny bit more. So let's go do that. Just get a tiny bit more. Just so no bad guys spawn in there. And then we can start putting together the other blocks that we're going to need to texturize it. And then I think that'll be the end of the stream then, because what, we've got 20 minutes left. God, time goes so fast. There we go. And watch those break. I knew it. Gosh darn it. I mean, I could say there's plenty of iron, but someone's not spawning where they're meant to. Oops. I mean, there's a mod called Sanity that spawns some quite creepy enemies if your sanity gets too low, but it also adds that sanity mechanic. Oh, I love the sanity mechanic. Oh, there was a game on the GameCube years ago, and that had a sanity mechanic. Oh, that was an amazing game. You'd like walk into a room and the character's head would just fall off because your sanity was so low. The more scary things you got, and the more your sanity dropped. You could bring it back by doing certain things. Can't remember what they were. But there was one that stuck in my mind. you'd see a little tiny spider run across the screen. And if you wasn't used to it, because it's a very rare one that would happen, because these random things would happen if your sanity meter got low, and they got stranger and stranger the more sanity you'd lost. But you'd see this spider on the screen. It'd be on the screen for ages, just crawling around. And in the end, you'd get annoyed and you'd go up to try and knock it off, only to find that it was in-game. And they seem to have the annoyance, the game developers had the annoyance just right, that it always seemed to happen. That point where people got annoyed with it was the point where all of a sudden thousands of these little spiders would start crawling across the screen. And it got you every time. Obviously, if you'd played the game a couple of times and you'd witnessed it happen, it didn't get you. But I mean, you know, everyone that came across it for the first time, all of a sudden, thousands of little tiny spiders. It was awesome. It was such a cool game. I wish I could remember what it was called. Okay, some there. I think I saw that some need putting up here. Probably there, to be fair. Some there. We're gonna get it by going there. Well, the only way to there is through that part, I think. Come on. There. And there. I think that's got it all. That all looks pretty green to me. I'll ignore that because that's outside. Okay, turn those off. Hide here. Okay, during the daylight. Yeah, subtly lit. Okay, I think that's a good job. I think I'm happy with that. Obviously, all this needs to be texturized. Stairs putting in, different blocks putting in. I don't like how that's straight, so we might put a couple of bits coming down. I also feel that it should be thinned out a bit there, maybe. I mean, like, so it kind of goes in a bit more and then maybe comes out slightly. But other than that, I think we're on to a winner. Cave entrance at an angle achieved. Now, obviously, water's got to come in here as well. Let's think. Yeah, my spade's gone. That's it. Shovel? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Albany. I'm going to use a golden carrot. And that one can go. And then that. Sad face. Where's my boat? I had a boat. I swear I had a boat. I wrote it back. I couldn't have wrote it back. Surely I didn't write it back. I did. Have I got any... I've got dirt blocks. That'll do for now. So... let's have a look. coming in this direction. And maybe we kind of go like this with the water. Stay there. I think that one needs to go. So if we get rid of the floor here. A bit that the water's eroded away enough for there to be a weighing by boat. And then we probably don't have to worry too much about those bottom ones. Being spawnable. Oh, fight in the water. It's like treacle. Okay. Saw I had buckets. Let's get some buckets in there. Bucket power. I know I've definitely got buckets in that building, so we'll get those ones. And then make it all water sources. Where were those buckets? There's one. There's another one. I swear I saw lots of buckets. Oh, maybe it was over here, actually. Yes, there we go. 6 in total. That'll do. Let's have some food as well. And we'll row the boat back. There it is. Okay, let's get some water on the go. Put these like so. Water. Yes, please. Doing this in the dark is probably not best for YouTube. Let's put some light in my hand. Oh, where do I put the water? There, maybe? Yeah, okay. One there. Oh, that's a torch. Water mechanics are the worst. So I think we're going to have to go one up, aren't we? By the looks. Yes. The water's there. Okay. That's fine. Lots of bouncy in the water now. Sorry. No. There. No, not there. There. Get out of the water. Might be easier. Or not. If you need the toilet right now, I do apologise. There. Okay. That's looking like we can row in. Get rid of those and those. Okay, we can row in. Nice. I mean, what's the point of a cave by the sea if you can't get in and out of it by boat? Right, let's make sure there's nothing can spawn in here. So that's yes for there. Is that the only place that's yes? I think it might be. I think we've done quite well. Okay. Let's put that there. Okay. Oops, wrong button. Or right button, but too soon. How does it look at night? Clearly spooky. As caves should be. Now to find a bed. Which I believe I placed over here. I did. Oh, just noticed I have 3 likes. Thank you very much for those that have liked the video. Stream. Means the world. Right, okay. Nearly fell. That would have been awful. Chwom. And then by day. I feel we've managed it. We've managed it. We've gone from boring cobblestone straight up and down, which obviously was me just trying to get a shape. And then we've transformed that shape into a template for, I think, looks quite a good cave. Needs some tweaking, which would be next stream, obviously. But yeah, I think that's come on leaps and bounds. Coming here by boat, swing around, out we go. Yes, please offer some constructive criticism. I'm all for it. This needs sorting. I'm not that happy with that. It's looking a bit plain of a shape. And I don't like the dirt crawling up there. Other than that, it feels like the part that sticks out is too big and looks unsteady. You mean the dirt? Yeah, I don't normally do it like that. Is that what you mean? The dirt? Yeah. No, I see what you mean. I might not have it hanging so much. I might bring it up just above the stone. I like the way the dirt looks, but I maybe suggest having a few pillars or extend cliffstone. I'm not sure about pillars because I think they'd get in the way of the cave. But I am thinking I might bring these down a bit lower. It's only a little cave. There's not that much weight to it. But I do think it comes out a little bit far here. So I might trim this off. Because like you say, they're looking a bit heavy. So instead of adding another pillar of support, I might just trim that back. No, I really do get where you're coming from. So yeah, maybe trim that back next stream and thin that out. Get rid of that dirt and then texturize it all. And I could say that job's done. Bring it along here and that would be that job done. So that's next stream and then possibly the stream afterwards. Try and make this less plain looking. Oh, and especially this side. So just add a few trees, a few of these boulders. And then that'll be that done, I think. Then it's getting the villagers in there, which we know is a pain. Not looking forward to that. Oh, that's a beautiful view. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. Plant saplings. That's definitely what I'm going to do. But that's it. We're gonna call it there. I think there you go. That's better. We'll have a view of what we've done. I think it's turned out good. I've never done anything like this before. And yeah, it's looking good, but definitely going to take in some of that crystalline orb, he said. Shorten that bit above my head slightly back a bit. Maybe the dirt shouldn't hang so far down. Maybe we should see some of that exposed cliff, like bits of it have fallen off. That's it. Yeah. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Yeah, the whole area is coming together. Thank you very much. I was just saying, yes, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. We'll be back Thursday from Let's Create Together server, which should be fun. There was talk of going to the Nether Fortress, so if that's not been done before Thursday, I think that's what we're going to do Thursday. I might spend the week trying to grab some stuff so as we don't go in there naked this time, okay? Because that was a bit scary. But as for this stream, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching.